Buddies, hustlers, and homies of the Huddy variety, the day is finally here. 2K Sports has announced PGA Tour 2K23, and I don't want to waste any time, but what I will be covering in this video is the announcement trailer, a little bit of a deep dive into that said announcement trailer, and then a lot of the other information that we know about 2K23 so far that you haven't seen in the trailer that was dropped this morning. So let's get into it. As I said, I'll be playing through this trailer all the way through so you can watch it if you want to watch on your own, and everything else that I show in this video, links will be in the description for this. So let's get into this. Schoolboy Q to start it off. I'm hoping for a soundtrack in this game.
It's time to write your name into the record books.
Golf is looking better than ever.
Because here, we swing with swag.
Yeah! So wait!
Yeah, it's true. We bring flavor to the game.
So play like a legend.
He's back, baby. He's back.
Show off your drip.
Malbon making a
Play
return.
the game your way. Finish in style.
8-shot. 100T merch in-game, maybe?
Welcome to the leaderboard.
October 14th. Now, these are a couple of things that I wanted to point out from this trailer because this thing moves fast, only a minute long. Now, Schoolboy Q is a self-proclaimed golf addict, and him being in this trailer gets me a little excited about maybe there being an actual soundtrack to this game. Obviously, in 2K21, we didn't have any real music, any real songs or soundtracks, so maybe him getting involved on 2K23 means that we might get some music and a real soundtrack to the game. Now, this shot right here, I wanted to pause on. I'll discuss this later, but you can see that this female golfer here is wearing a gold glove, which is part of the pre-order incentives that you get, as well as you can see that gold driver that she's using is another thing that comes with pre-ordering this game based on the edition that you get. And this cameo from Nadeshot, and this another guy who has played golf his whole life and loves golf. And as he said in his tweet today, a 13 handicapper, honored to be in this trailer. I wonder if there won't be maybe some 100T merch, as we know that 100T has already come out with their own golf apparel. So maybe we'll see some 100T golf apparel in 2K23 as well. And I mean, this is just badass. Fans of Game of Thrones, it's a little bit of tongue-in-cheek reference to the Iron Throne, obviously, but having Tiger back on the cover, involved with the game as a creative director, when he was making the Tiger Woods PGA Tour games with EA, he was very involved in that process. So to have him back with 2K Sports, given his input on everything, it's a very, very welcome sight to see. And here we see one of the new, now playable characters in the game. In 2K23, you can play as the pros. You can play as Tiger. And here we see Harold Varner III, which is, he's a favorite of mine on the tour. And he is decked out in Jordan golf apparel, which I am beyond excited about. Not only just the clothes, but the shoes will be in this game, and I cannot tell you how excited I am about that. And here we have Lexi Thompson in game as a playable character, which is awesome. Lexi Thompson, one of the biggest stars in the professional women's golf world, and it's awesome to see her in a video game for the first time. Along with HV3, John Rahm will be in 2K23 as well, with the full beard. Interestingly enough, not going with the light beard or clean-shaven John Rahm for the game. You can see him here wearing the Travis Matthews shirt, Callaway gear. Excited to have him in the game. And you can just make out here the FedEx Cup. So the FedEx Cup playoffs will be a part of the career mode as well, which is very interesting. Now, here's one of the biggest things coming to 2K23 that I was not expecting, and that is Topgolf. Being able to challenge your friends and maybe just by yourself going to a Topgolf range to work on your game and to challenge your friends online and local to Topgolf, which I think is a welcome addition to the game, a fun little feature that we'll see what they do with it. But it's very cool that Topgolf is involved with 2K23, especially with how precise you can be with your shot shaping and hitting certain distances in 2K. I'm very excited to see how much fun Topgolf can be. Friends, again, online and offline. So that was just about everything that I picked out from the announcement trailer on YouTube that I could see as everything was flying by, and I was extremely excited to watch that this morning when it dropped. So now I want to get into some of the things that we've learned about PGA 2K23 that they don't talk about in this morning's announcement trailer. The first of these things that I found was on PGA 2K's website under features. It goes a little bit more in depth about the changes coming to 2K23. One of the biggest things that I know from at least casual players that they wanted was to actually play as pros and not just play as your created player. So in PGA 2K23, you will be able to play with a roster of first-time playable pros and all new game modes that you'll find in PGA 2K23. And they talk about having more features and improved gameplay, which I find fascinating. And here's where they get a little bit more in depth about who exactly will be in this game. Obviously, Tiger Woods, Justin Thomas, who was in 2K21, Colin Morikawa making his debut, John Rahm, Lexi Thompson, Lydia Ko, Brooke Henderson, and more. And I know for a fact on a different page that I won't be showing in this video that Tony Finau will also be in the game, who was one of your rivals in 2K21, but obviously we never got to play as him in 2K21. You will be able to play as Tony Finau. Obviously, Top Golf is going to be added. My Player is a thing, and here actually is where we get confirmation. You can deck out your My Player with all new gear from your favorite brands: Callaway, Wilson, TaylorMade, 100 Thieves, Jordan, and more. And some other screenshot that I've seen, Penguin is making its return in the new game as an apparel option. Obviously, Malbon will be there as well, which I love that Malbon's in this game. That was one of the things that shocked me about 2K21 was that Malbon signed on to be in the game, which is awesome. And here's one of the more interesting things. There's actually two things here. Swing confidently with new controls. PGA 2K23 introduces a 3-click swing system for a more precise swing in addition to the classic analog swing stick, so you can grip and rip it with confidence. Fascinating that they're adding a 3-click swing system. This is what you would expect from, I don't know, like Mario Golf, Toadstool Tour, the old Mario Golf games. That was a 3-click swing system. I assume that this swing system will not be available to use in competitions and societies like the TGC Tour, but it is nice to have that flexibility that if someone playing the game wants to not have to deal with tempo and the analog stick system that we know so well in 2K, that they won't have to deal with that and can just use the 3-click swing system. The other thing here to note is the shirt that this golfer is wearing is Hugo Boss. Maybe just a sly little reference to the fact that Hugo Boss apparel will be in 2K23 as well, which is a welcome addition. And here's the last thing from this page that I want to point out, and I've zoomed in on this to show you, is that it is our first look at the reworked UI and HUD in this game. From what we can see, it is a lot cleaner. It's a little bit more modern. It's not as kind of old and funky looking. It looks a lot cleaner and smooth. Obviously playing some Divot Derby here in the screenshot, but I love the look of the new HUD, the new UI. It looks so much cleaner and modern than PGA 2K21. Here's some information that we've learned from the pre-order page that has not been discussed in the announcement trailer, that with the deluxe edition of PGA Tour 2K23, you will get 1300 VC, hockey stick putter, a gold baseball cap, the gold glove that we saw from the announcement trailer, and 3 rare golf ball sleeves. And on other pages, this is referred to as consumable golf ball sleeves, which is something brand new. And I'm very interested to see what that could be. Maybe it works like FIFA packs or, CSGO cases that you can get different golf balls to use in game. And one of the wildest things that has not been discussed yet is that a part of the deluxe edition is that you get the Michael Jordan bonus pack where you can play as Michael Jordan in 2K23, which is just wild. So that's cool and kind of completely random, but it makes sense with Jordan Brand being in the game. And you also get the golden club pack, golden driver, golden putter. We saw the driver in the announcement trailer. And again, 4 uncommon golf ball sleeves. So you have uncommon, common, with the Michael Jordan pack and the rare golf ball sleeve. It screams microtransactions, but I'm very interested to see what those will be. And the last thing I have to show you is the screenshots from the Steam page and a shot from the reworked HUD for the golf course designer, which again looks a lot cleaner, looks a lot more modernized. And the golf club designer personally is something that I never got into because I know how hard it is and how intricate the designer is, and that I personally do not have the time or patience to create my own golf course, unlike the amazing people in the PGA 2K community. So that just about does it. That is everything that I saw in the announcement trailer. That's all the pieces of information that I've gathered from the dump of information today from 2K Sports with the newly announced PGA Tour 2K23. Like I said, I think Schoolboy Q being involved, that hopefully means that there's a soundtrack to this game. The golf ball sleeves, maybe that means that we'll actually have different colored golf balls or name brand golf balls to use in the game. Playable pros, which is a very cool for a lot of people that are looking forward to 2K23. But I want to know from you guys, what are some things that we haven't seen yet from the, in all reality, the small bit of information that we've gotten from today's announcement trailer? What are some things that you want to see added to PGA 2K23? Obviously, besides them adding the option to hit a punch shot, which is something I think since day one with PGA 2K21 that we've yelled and screamed and cried for. So thank you for checking out this video. Thank you for watching. Leave a comment of what you want to see added to PGA 2K23, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.